Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Series of reforms in governance embarked upon by Governor Ademola Adeleke for almost 2 years are targeted at creating a strong base for economic viability of Osun State through sustained turnaround of its agricultural sector. Significantly, government is focused on relieving the past glory of agrarian revolution, which the Osun division of the defunct Western region was noted for. Getting the state on its feet again after 12 years of neglect of the agricultural sector has led to massive investment in mechanized farming, rural road infrastructure, and provision of impetus for cooperative farmers. All this are occupying the front burners of policies, projects, and projections aimed at making Osun State not only a food basket, but a state with a gross domestic product tied to development of all units of agriculture. The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is being repositioned to fulfill this task. How is the journey so far? Episode 9 of Living Spring Update will today outline the turnaround effort of the Adeleke administration at making Osun self-sufficient and secured in food and cash crops production as veritable vehicles of economic growth and development. My name is Tomilola Daniel.
Governor Ademola Adeleke's economic policy framework is aimed at making Osun State a driver for inclusive mass-oriented development of human and natural resources within a domain. But he has left no one guessing on what this economic policy framework is. The governor is set to open the vast opportunities of an agrarian state where the living standards of the people can be enhanced and huge revenues are obtained by government to execute projects for self-sufficiency in food production. The state government's industrial development and infrastructural turnaround policy comes with heavy financial outlay, which the governor is convinced can be serviced by a comprehensive revamping of its agricultural sector. This is the pivot of the state government's agro-industrial transition program. Governor Adeleke has publicly declared his administration's preparedness to kick off activities in the agricultural sector, using the parameters already set by his administration for that purpose. The governor has been very busy conferring with stakeholders in agriculture, and the results are encouraging. He believes that the rural-urban development projects in various stages of construction in the state will encourage investors in the agric business who were hitherto driven back by the previous administration's uncaring attitude towards exploring the natural and human resources of the state in agriculture.
No farmer, no farmer. At the inception of this administration, we crafted our policy, objective, and also fashioned an agenda towards their realization, which was tagged the 5-point agenda. In less than 2 years of our administration, we have effectively touched every aspect of the 5-point action plan we set out to achieve at the inception. Today, we are distributing 6,000 herbicide, 80,000 cashew seedlings, 8,000 cassava cuttings, 8,000 various vegetable seed, and 500 bags of lime to our farmers today.
Osun State is blessed with rich arable land that has placed her among Nigeria's Green Belt Zone. As a division in the Old Western region, it attracted the establishment of farm settlements at various parts of the division, which added significantly to the state as an economic stronghold and commercial hub for the Western region. Years of neglect and shifting attention have had negative effect on the status of this farm settlement and their capacity to turn around the agricultural sector. Osun State government will not allow this to continue Information available to Living Spring Update points to a renewed vigor by the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to reactivate these farm settlements in a gradual process of redesigning, resource mobilization, and deployment. The Special Advisor to the Governor on Agriculture and Food Security, Honorable Olaniran Akanfe Atidade, disclosed that the state government is determined to deliver on its 5-point agenda, particularly as it relates to empowering the farm communities to respond to the threats posed by inadequate food supply nationwide. He emphasized the urgent need to get farmers back to their farms for cultivation, harvesting, and processing of agricultural production on a massive scale.
The ministry has been trying all our best through the help of the state government, His Excellency Asiwaju Nurudeen Jackson Demola Adeleke, being part of his 5-point agenda when he was doing his political campaign, and when he resumed the office, he has been doing very wonderfully well among the farmers in the state. Since the assumption of the office, the governor have put in place a lot of empowerment by giving out input and also aspect of giving out belts for poultry farmers and all. The government is working tirelessly on how to protect the farmers about their crops, their input, their produce. That is the reason why the government is empowering the agro rangers and also the Amotekuns under the leadership of, I don't know the rank, Mr. Omoyele, which is the boss of the Amotekun, and also working in hand with the agro rangers to make sure the farmers and the Fulani are on the same page, which they will not use their animal to affect the crops which the farmers are planting. And the farmers also will not be fighting Fulani about their own cows also. Their business must not affect each other's business. So the government is working about security on the farms and how the Fulani X-Men will know how to give their cows and animals boundary, so they will not be able to eat the crops which farmers plant on their farm.
Osun State Government recently took delivery of 31 newly assembled tractors in the first phase of its Agric transition program that is expected to kickstart its Agric revolution policy. The tractors had provoked controversies from the opposition on the number and identity of its purchasers. The state government has, however, left no one in doubt on the purchase of the tractors. The Special Advisor to the Governor on Agriculture and Food Security response to this controversy provided clear answers to the inquiries, adding that the agricultural transition program is being carried out in compliance with due process.
Ẹni tí ó bá fẹ́ parọ́ yóò ní pé ẹlẹ́rìí òun yóò ló wà lọ́rùn. Kò sí ibi tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti sọ fún lára wọn wípé àwọn pín katakata fún àwọn state. So katakata tí a kó wọlé ọlọ́lá jùlọ wa ló rà. Aṣíwájú Nurudeen Jackson Demola Adeleke àwọn ló ra katakata yìí. Katakata tó ń dẹ̀ rà is 110 tí wọ́n rà. But àwọn tó ti assemble kó má lè kébí àwòdó máa lọ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n ṣe ní pé kán kó àwọn tó ti assemble yẹn kán kó wọn jáde fún usage àwọn àgbẹ̀. So ètò fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ ní ẹni mẹ́ta yìí ó jẹ́ ọkọ̀ 31 jáde náà ó náà ṣe flag ọ̀fẹ́ pé since pé a ti ń bọ́ sí àsìkò tí òjò ń lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ kó má yẹ pé a kàn ra katakata yìí a kó wọn papọ̀ a kàn kó wọn sí inú ilé. A fẹ́ kó rí bí tí ọ̀gá wa ti rà tẹ́lẹ̀ tó yẹ pé wọ́n mismanage ẹ̀ tó lè bá dé òkè ògùn nísìn wọ́n láwọn katakata ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun kan sì wà lókè ògùn nísìn tọkọ̀ owó ẹ̀sẹ̀ jì sí lára. So ọgbọ́n àti manage ẹ̀ ni ọlọ́lá jùlọ wà ṣe ní pé ká kó gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde ní yanya ká kọ́kọ́ àwọn kan jáde náà káwò bí wọ́n ṣe lò sí. Ibú àwọn tó kó jáde sí báyìí àti ìpín jáde torí wọ́n ń pe kinní kan ní tracker, wọ́n ń ṣe àwọn tracker yẹn lọ́wọ́ sí ara rẹ̀ tó yẹ pé kò sí ẹni tí wọ́n gbé sí àkàtà rẹ̀ tí ó lè parọ́ torí a mọ̀ wò lórí kọ̀ǹpútà wa iye hectares tí katakata yẹn ń ṣe, ibi tí katakata náà wà, iye epo tó ń rà sí a mọ̀ wò lórí kọ̀ǹpútà wa. So ló fà tí wọn ò tí ṣe ìgbéjáde kan pín sí oníjọ̀jọ̀ lásìkò yìí. Federal government tó ra katakata fọ́ṣun Adémọ́lá Adélékè ló fi owó àwọn ní ọ̀ra katakata.
Osun State Government's Agricultural Revolution Initiative is value addition with agro-processing as a focus. The Adeleke administration is inclined to an export-oriented agricultural economy and is making progress on a program of action on agropreneurs that will employ the expertise of farmers across the local government areas of the state. The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has been geared to give effect to this policy. The ministry is currently reviewing expert proposals for the establishment of mechanized tractorization assembly plants, which will optimally move the agricultural sector in the state to the next level.
Ọlọ́lá jùlọ wá ń yọ ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kù lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan ni. Proposal tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó wà níwájú wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n a gbọ́dọ̀ kó irin tó pọ̀ sínú kó lè nítumọ̀. Kó mọ̀ di pé bí èèyàn kan ń ṣiṣẹ́ àbọ̀. Ọlọ́lá jùlọ wá ń ṣe kan láti yọrí kó tó bọ́ sórí mi. Irú ìsìn báyìí ohun tí wọ́n lẹ́yìn tí a ti ra katakata nísìn wọ́n pè kíní kan ní agro processing zone. Ọlọ́lá jùlọ wá tún náwó sí láti ṣe nísìn pé gbogbo èrè oko á wà ní senatorial district mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó wà nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Ìtẹ́yìn bá tẹ́ bá èrè oko yín níbí ẹ kó lọ síbí, èrè oko yín ní senatorial bí ẹ kó lọ síbí. Ibẹ̀ ni àwọn tó wá fẹ́ rà ní ọlọ́pọ̀ tó wá fẹ́ rà ní ẹlẹ́yọ tí ò ní jẹ́ pé bí ohun tá àti ẹ̀gbìn lórí oko ń bí ibo láti ẹ̀ta sí torí ìrònú tó máa ń bá àwọn àgbẹ̀nu àti dákọ́kọ́ ni wàhálà ṣùgbọ́n ibo láta èrè oko wá sí. So ohun tí Ọlọ́lá jùlọ wá mójútó lọ́wọ́ lẹ́yìn tán ti yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ ní katakata tán.
Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Otumba Tola Fashero, reeled out the vision and the revamping of the hitherto redundant ministry in line with the agenda of Governor Ademola Adeleke.
The ministry is about ensuring food sufficiency for the people of Osun State, ensuring that food is affordable, and then that through agriculture we can provide jobs for our teeming population, and then we're able to, apart from the consumption, we're able to make available food inputs, or what I call raw materials for agro industries. Basically, our work stretches to every part of the state, all the 31 local governments of the state. And as you are aware, we also have 9 farm settlements spread across the state. And basically that's the job. The job is to ensure that the impact of our ministry is felt in every nook and cranny of our state. Not only that we have food sufficient for all in the state, but we're able to have enough that can flow to other states, so that at the end of the day, we want to become the food basket of the nation. And of course, again, being able to have some of our surplus exported out to other countries. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé lára kìíní ọ̀gá wa, gómìnà wa, ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n aṣíwájú Senator Nurudeen Jackson Ademola Adeleke, lára àwọn nǹkan 5 tí wọ́n gbé sílẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjọba yìí, nǹkan iṣẹ́ ọ̀gbìn àti láti lè fi ṣe nǹkan tó máa fi kán lè fi iṣẹ́ ọ̀gbìn kan fi dá iṣẹ́ ribiribi ńlá sílẹ̀, ó wà lára nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ pàtàkì nínú ohun-tẹ̀ 5 tí gómìnà wa tí wọ́n fi lọ́lẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n dé. Iṣẹ́ yẹn, vision wọn, mandate yẹn làwa ń tẹ̀lé òun dẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ láti lè máa tọ́ wa sọ́nà láti rí pé lénìí ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun wọn àgbẹ̀yìn nínú nǹkan ọ̀gbìn tábà gbogbo ẹ̀pọ̀ sí tábà wọ àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ yòókù ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ń ṣe dáadáa àgbẹ̀yìn rárá Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ pé bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n gba àwọn èèyàn ń pariwo pé àwọn èèyàn lè ráyè lọ sí oko nítorí gbogbo àwọn wàhálà àwọn darandaran àti àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ṣùgbọ́n ní Ọ̀ṣun Ọlọ́run ràn wá lọ́wọ́ tó jẹ́ pé àlàáfíà ó jọba àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa náà wọ́n lè lọ sí oko láì ní ìbẹ̀rù àwọn ajínigbé àbí àwọn darandaran adúpẹ́ àfi àsìkò ìdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa fún iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣe nípa gbogbo àwọn all the security apparatus wọ́n ṣe manage wọn látòrí àwọn soldiers àwọn police àwọn àmọ̀tẹ́kùn àwọn civil defence tí ó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé lágbára Ọlọ́run ààbò àti àlàáfíà ó wà fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Nígbà tí a dé nǹkan tá a bá ń lẹ̀ ó burú jáì lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó wà ní ìjọba tí wọ́n wà níjọba tẹ́lẹ̀ nǹkan tá a lè rí ni pé àwọn ìjọba méjèèjì tó wà lórí àlééfà káwa tó débẹ̀ wọ́n bójútó iṣẹ́ yẹn dáadáa so bí ìgbà tẹ́yẹ pé moribund ministry labalẹ̀ moribund sector labalẹ̀ kò sí machine kan tó fi time play tó bá fi ń clear ilẹ̀ àbí nǹkan kan kò sí nǹkan kan tí mo tàrí lẹ̀ eléyìí ò ń ṣe pọ́rọ̀ òṣèlú bó ṣe rí gẹ́lẹ́ ní sọ yẹn so ìyẹn fẹ́ fa ẹ̀kíní díẹ̀ sẹ́yìn ṣùgbọ́n àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa fún bọ́lọ́run ṣe dá wọn àti ìfẹ́ aráàlú tó wà nínú ọkàn wọn àti ìfẹ́ àwọn àgbẹ̀ wọ́n lè sọ pé àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa lọ́ṣùn wọn gbọ́dọ̀ gbẹ̀yìn ìyà ò lè gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ wọ́n so wọ́n dẹ̀ mú iṣẹ́ ọ̀gbìn wọ́n mú lọ́kùndúndùn wọ́n dẹ̀ rí pé gbogbo support yẹn táwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ní tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ láti bí ọdún 12 tí ìjọba PDP tó ti fìjọba sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n rí láti gbà yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀ ní gómìnà wa ni wọ́n ń gbèsè láti rí pé wọ́n rí nǹkan tó gbogbo ìrànlọ́wọ́ tó máa ń fẹ́ látòrí gbogbo input ajílẹ̀ seedlings nǹkan tó máa gbìn chemical gbogbo àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni gómìnà wa fi tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn títí dé àwọn míì tí wọ́n ràn lọ́wọ́ láti fún wọn ní machine láti fi ṣiṣẹ́ irú àwọn tó ń ṣepo wọn fún wọn machine tó fi ń lọ kíní ìyìn epo yẹn tó ń depo àwọn obìnrin wa àtàwọn tó ń ṣe irú àwọn tó ń ṣe ẹja gbogbo nǹkan tó ń fi lè preserve freezer tó ń fi máa preserve tó lè máa kó ẹja wọn sí láti rí pé ó keep gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gómìnà wa wọ́n pèsè fún àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n dẹ̀ rí pé àwọn obìnrin ta fún wọn ní special attention àwọn obìnrin àtàwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa rí pé a ti ń gbé policy kan sílẹ̀ nsìn policy ta ní tẹ́lẹ̀ bí 2007 ní so àti change gómìnà wa ní ká wò ó ká review ẹ̀ alẹ́ tí ń ṣe ti fẹ́ dé last stage policy yẹn kẹ̀lẹ́ a rí pé bí gómìnà wa ṣe sọ pé àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin kó wà nínú policy yẹn àti àwọn àkàndá so gbogbo yẹn náà ó kù díẹ̀ tí gómìnà wa máa bá wa launch ẹ̀ but àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé gbogbo àwọn kìíní yẹn àti ń lò nínú bá a ṣe ń ṣètò ọ̀gbìn nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun so ẹ dẹ̀ rí i pé gbogbo ètò tá à ń ṣe àfọ̀rọ̀bìnrin sí àmúọ̀rọ̀bìnrin pé ó ṣe pàtàkì àti àwọn àkàndá a rí i pé obìnrin tá a bá empower obìnrin bí ìgbà tí ẹ ti empower family ni ẹbí ni abálẹ̀ ti empower family àti empower ìlú ni abálẹ̀ ti empower ìlú empower state abálẹ̀ ti empower state àti empower orílẹ̀-èdè ni torí àwọn ìyá wa wọ́n lákíkanjú wọ́n bójútó ẹbí so tí a bá ti ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ bá ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ń dẹrùn díẹ̀díẹ̀ sí fáwọn èèyàn wa ni a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fi ṣe olórí wa nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun àsìkò ọ̀tun ní àsìkò yìí fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa tí àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa wọ́n ti oríire rí gbogbo inú àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa dùn wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣàdúrà fún gómìnà wa.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agric and Food Security, Mr. Maruf Agbola Olawale, stated that the ministry have started the distribution of farm input to farmers free of charge in a bid to achieve sustainable food security in Osun State.
Currently, we are sharing fertilizers free of charge to everybody in the state. Just come to the ministry. We are going to be giving fertilizer. And apart from this, the ministry is currently distributing cassava sticks to our farmers. We are giving them free of charge. And apart from this, we are also distributing farm input like tomato, vegetables, and pepper to everybody in the state, regardless of party affiliation. Just come to the ministry, you get it free of charge.
On the moribund farm settlement, Mr. Olawale stated that the ministry led by the commissioner has paid a working visit to 6 out of the farm settlements in line with his vision to resuscitate them.
We have visited some farm settlements in the state. We have about 10 farm settlements in the state. We have visited about 6, and the challenges of this farm settlement have been identified. So we are currently working seriously on how to address these challenges. Recently, we have been working with local government areas in the state on how to get more land to be used for our youth in the area of farm activities. Some of these local government areas have promised us to give 1,000 hectares of land, and we are working on it. We have had meetings with our royal fathers, and they have given us their words to support us in the area of land for us. And let me tell you this. Before now, we had farms in our schools. For long, this has gone moribund. But recently, we had meetings with our schools. And when they are resuming now, they are resuming to start farm in schools. We have promised them to give them farm input and they have come to us. We have agreed on it. And recently too, we introduced a method of farming tagged Okwechile, where everybody said we have a small farm in his backyard, so that at the end of the day they have something to get from their farmyard. But some of our people are complaining about animals roaming the street. I'm happy to tell you that some of our royal fathers have discussed the issue with their subjects, and their subjects have complied. If you go to Eshoke now, if you go to Jebu-Jesha, if you go to Iloko, you cannot see any domestic animal roaming the street again. I've had a series of meetings with farmers, and we have had a series of meetings with our cattle dealers and our Fulani people. We have been holding meetings, and they have been promising us that very soon they will work on how they are going to keep their cattle within a particular facility, so that cow roaming the street disturb the farm of people will become a thing of past. And we have rangers too. These rangers are our security people who are working on our farms to guard against cow disturbing the farmers in their farm.
The Permanent Secretary also stated the efforts of the ministry in ensuring that the old tractors that were initially in dilapidating state are brought back to life.
Those ones that were grand, that were in the state of disrepair, Mr. Governor has approved fund for us to repair the ones, and very soon about 8 of them will be repaired. We are currently working on them.
Osun State projected investment in the Agric sector are obviously massive. The government has budgeted over 10 billion naira to boost food and cash crop production in the state. Besides the newly acquired tractors, cashew, cassava, and vegetable farmers are being mobilized in their hundreds with herbicides and seedlings, while the farms are being cleared for cultivation, via Moteco Core being reprogrammed to operate effectively than previously. Security has been guaranteed and the farms will come to life again. That's it on today's 11th Spring Update, Episode 9. We promise another session with you next week. I am Tomilola Daniel. Bye for now.
Spring Update is a production of the Office of the Spokesperson to the Governor, Governor's Office, Osogbo.